All right, Sistas fans, a quick video here just because I appreciate the the responses to a post I did in the community tab here on YouTube, as well as the Sistas Facebook group. And basically I broke it down that Helena, who was a co-worker of Zach and Danny at the airport way back in season 1. According to IMDb, look, I know that's not the most reliable source when it comes to a actor's episode count, but I do believe that she was only in 3 episodes. Episode 12, which was entitled All I Got. Episode 15, Too Much Glass. Episode 16, The Firm. Helena was somebody who had a family that, or I believe it was her father ran the halfway house. Basically, this was at a point where, Karen had kicked out Zach and he didn't really have a place to stay. So her family, I think Helena had, gotten wind of him not having a place to stay, or perhaps he went to the halfway house and that's where she saw him there. But basically, remember, Zach and Karen were broken up in the same way that, well, actually in a different kind of way where it wasn't cheating or an entanglement, if you will. I guess it was an entanglement. I don't know how you want to call it. But basically, if you look at Zatima and Zach, they were never official when he backslid into Karen at the office in the salon. But regardless, the outcome is the same in a way. So Helena is kind of scorned because she thought her and Zach were an item. But it turns out she was just a one-night stand because he's getting back with his ex-girlfriend Karen, because Karen had a change of heart for like the 50th time. I say 50th time because I'm kind of accounting for the 3 years they were together before the series ever began. But regardless, Helena decides to come up with a lie that she's pregnant for the sake of Zach not getting away from her. I ain't gonna lie. Helena fine as I don't know what, because I remember her playing the role of Sylvia in a Madea farewell play, and yeah, she looked good in that airport outfit. But regardless, Zach is like, oh my god, so he tells Karen and she flips out and she doesn't want him back no more. But then Danny does some investigating and finds out that she was lying, so Helena comes out as, hey, I'm not pregnant, and then oh my god. So keep in mind that even if, I can't remember what happened next, but even if Zach went to Karen with that information, it wouldn't matter, because to her, she'd be like, it doesn't matter, Zach, because you just ran up on another woman not even 24 hours after we were done. So there's that. But regardless, it could be a comparison that Karen is faking her pregnancy because of the fact that, well, she sees Zach with another person and she wants to get him back for herself. And I would be kind of pissed off if she wasn't pregnant, just because of the fact that it's like, are we really not only recycling a season 1 plot point, but we've stretched it out for an extended amount of time? Well, I mean, technically, she said she was pregnant in it was at the very end of the season 3 finale. But yeah, what only lasted a couple episodes in season 1 has now lasted a full half of season 4, and it's going to bleed into the beginning of season 4B. And allegedly, when Karen gets that troublesome news, that should be when she learns about the baby stuff, but I don't know for sure. We'll only find out in due time. But regardless, that's really all I have to say about it. Helena is not Heather Lee Jennings, the person who is charging Zach with child support, $37,000. Heather and Helena are not the same. Even if Helena from season 1 was pregnant with Zach's child, how in the world would she have a 3-year-old son? But I will admit, it is stupid when you think about it. Like, in the realm of Tyler Perry writing, remember the most notorious use of this aging up effect? Little Jimmy from The Haves and the Have-Nots was a little boy. I forgot how old, but, just a child when he was first introduced. And then out of nowhere, when Jim is in the hospital after Wyatt shot him, This dude comes up here looking like he's a freaking college student. And I'm like, what the hell? So it's just one of those things where, or another example, what was it on the Fresh Prince? You know, even after the Aunt Viv switch, you had baby Nikki, who was then aged up out of nowhere. And I'm like, wait, what the heck? So it's just one of those things where it would, I know Sistas fans would lose their damn minds if it's like, wait a minute, so you tell me this chick from the airport was actually pregnant with Zach's child, and within the span of in continuity, a month and a half max, this baby has now blown up to 3 years old, and Helena has had trouble trying to find Zach, despite the fact that he was still working at the airport, unless she was on maternal leave or something. Look, I know this sounds ridiculous, but it's Tyler Perry writing. It could happen if you really wanted it to. Oh, Helena. Oh, I'm just going to change your name to Heather Lee Jennings. But no, that's not the case. Heather is a completely different person. As I said before, Heather is somebody that Zach could have hooked up with, A, when he was drunk or intoxicated or under the influence and didn't even remember her name. B, Heather told him a false name. And, you know, he just didn't know it was Heather. Maybe if he saw a picture of this woman, he would know something. But regardless, it's just one of those things where we'll have to see how things play out. But yeah, Helena from season 1 is not Heather Lee Jennings. So that's pretty much it. So with that being said, thanks so much for tuning in. Take a moment to hit the thumbs up button to show you like the video. Follow me on social media. Links are in the description below. Hit subscribe and hit that bell icon and select all. That way you don't miss out whenever I post content on the channel.